Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin, and today I'm going to be doing a short video on Molly Stark Sanatorium in Stark County, Ohio. So, before I get into this video, I should say that this is not a place you can go inside. There are several ways inside, actually, but apparently all the floors on half the building are completely collapsed. The rest of the building is completely unsafe. And most importantly, at least to me, the local police and the Stark Parks Department constantly monitor this. I was actually walking back in one of the paths and ran into one of their cop cars hidden back there, and another one drove by me as I was walking around. So it's heavily patrolled. I believe in 2017 that they arrested about 450 people for trespassing. But what I am going to do, and what I've already technically done, is I'm going to fly my drone over the building. And you actually will get to see the inside of part of the building because there was a doorway I could fly my drone into. I didn't fly it far, obviously, because the drone is very expensive, but still want to try it out. So anyway, before we get to the drone footage, let me give you some history on this place as I walk around it. So, this was a tuberculosis hospital, and as you can see, there's porches and stuff up there that they would put the patients outside to help treat the tuberculosis. Now, new information I just learned from a lady who was talking to me here is that after it was done being a tuberculosis hospital, it became a drug and alcohol center, which, interestingly enough, down that way is where the new drug and alcohol center is. So they barely moved it after they closed Molly Stark. So Molly Stark is now a park. You can go and walk around the buildings, but they are fenced up, except for the outbuilding that you saw in my last video. Now, the building is in very bad condition. I don't think you guys can see through the window that I can, but there is the whole ceiling of that window right up there has completely fallen in. The building is filled with asbestos and stuff, if that's something that scares you. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really as terrified by the word asbestos as I used to be. It's probably a bad thing. And then we have the front of the building. Now you'll notice the whole building is fenced off. This was done in 2014 or 2015. Now I actually got some interesting but very conflicting information from the lady who talked to me, who seemed to know a great deal about this place. She said, I originally thought that Stark County owned the building because the park is here. She said that she thinks that Steve Kuhn owns the building. Now, if you don't know that name, that is actually the guy who bought the Longenberger basket and is turning it into a hotel. But she says he has owned this building for decades now and done nothing with it. Although she did tell me at the end that he might have ended up having sold it to the county. I'm sure a quick Google search would help answer that question, but I am currently still here. Eventually this place closed down. I'm not exactly sure when it closed down, but it closed down and it's sat abandoned and has sat abandoned. People break in here all the time. I mean, it's a gorgeous building. It really is. And now there is this park with trails here, and I actually think we're walking up to a historical plaque about the sanatorium itself. So, yep, it was acquired by the parks in 2009, and it closed in 1995. So we also have a nice close-up of some of the emblems that are on this building. So anyway, that's really all I want to get into about the history of the building. So I'm going to switch over the drone footage that I took earlier. However, before I do, I want to mention one last piece of information that I find very interesting, and I did not get to do a video on it because I could not find it. So apparently, there is a graveyard hidden somewhere on this property. Looking online, it said southernmost point, and I ended up walking through a bunch of trees and thorns and found nothing. The lady told me there is a cemetery. She said the graves are unmarked, which I don't know if she means that you can't tell that there's people buried there, or if it's like the ridges where they just have numbers instead of names. Now, I did actually talk to the Stark County person when they came up to me, and they confirmed that there is a cemetery somewhere on this property, but they actually have no idea where. So that is something interesting, and one day I will try to come back and find that, probably in the winter. But for now, please enjoy this drone footage of Molly Stark Sanatorium. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe, because I make new videos every week.